and is going to bring hags and hag mothers into the roster for Kislev, as well as a lot of Ungol stuff. It's going to be the Ungol DLC. And then and she's probably going to be like super spooky and fun. And then as far as the other character that we're looking forward to is the Golden Knight. I forget what her name is off the top of my head, but the Golden Knight is essentially she's like the Reichsmarshal of Kislev, and is the right hand of the Tsarina, and we know that she is down in the Empire right now on some sort of diplomatic mission.
Well, ask this Witcher. He'll tell you monsters don't set traps.
What's the issue?
Ye or anyone ever heard of a beast setting a wagon in the road, then waiting in ambush? They're too plowing dumb for that, damn it.
Dumb or no, they tore a few of our lads to shreds, and
Nice
we
armor,
ran like
dude.
rats. They deserve to be buried.
Really thought you could take on this monster on your own?
We had to try. If we didn't, who would? Think Larvik's some kind of getaway from mutants? Witchers stopping in every week?
Every week.
Willing to talk about it? Tell me what happened?
Ask away.
How do we know about the Golden Knight's diplomatic mission? It's in a loading screen menu.
Word is,
Or
you were ambushed.
whatever thing.
Tell me where.
Short way from
Warhammer
here,
3.
along the road to Lofferton. Saw a wagon crosswise the road near the woods.
We barely got to it when something came rushing through the underbrush, and whoosh! Blood spurted in me eyes. I wiped it away, looked, saw Einar lying dead.
Remember what the monster looked like?
It were dark. Casper thought he saw something, but
'Cause I did. It was huge, its maw all blood smeared. Bugger gutted Ungi with one claw, near spliced him in two.
Interesting.
Sounds like a
Thanks.
the stag thing.
For what?
Foreigner, what's your
His new
status?
captive woman. She's from
reeds there than men.
Nilfgaard.
Bust they rubbish.
Okay. You go this way.
Well,
Come on, way, nerds.
Raiders are fighting the Black.
Roach. There.
Giddy up.
Can I tell you about starfish mounts? Bro, what is a starfish mount?
Who are you? Why are you here?
Could ask you the same. Places like this, usually home to necrophages alone.
They're corpse eaters, aye. And they grow bolder by the day. Crawl out to attack the living.
We'll kill them all. Clear the mine with our swords in our hands. Honor our fathers in doing so.
I can help.
I'm a witcher. Could go with you and help.
And steal the glory due us? No chance.
Glory won't do much for you if ghouls are gnawing on your bones.
When you think on it, makes sense.
All right. You lead the way then.
Oh god, I have to keep them alive?
Yennefer.
Alright, hold up. They're mentioned in the White Dogs of War. Do you know what issue it is? Like, what number the issue is? That would help a lot. Okay, necrophages. So we need necrophage oil. Stick with me!
Hey, where you going?
Oh my good god. Bro, there are so many of them. Oh jeez.
Damn, you're ugly.
You have like half a unit worth down here. Oh great, they explode. Mind yourselves. Ow. Oh, I need to turn back on, hold up. I need to turn back on enemy scaling or else this is just going to be dumb. Thank you. I guess I'll come back for loot later. Oh, it's an uncle. Careful. Wow.
Got me eye on you.
One of them got like love
Last
tapped and he
one.
was half dead.
Drag the corpses outside. Burn them. Other ghouls don't scorn their cousins' corpses.
Aye. True.
I like these two.
Good you came. Seems Freya watches over us to have led you here.
I love
We're
these two.
grateful, and
I love
we'll
their
be forever.
armor, dude. That armor looks so good.
Folk are generous with gratitude, not so much with coin.
Oh, aye. Sorry. Afterglow of the battle, we're still caught up. Damn, you slice 'em good. Here, for you.
Thanks. Farewell.
Not ye, nor that witch Yennefer.
See, they're mad at me because of what Yin did.
But I can fairly trust the axe.
Sorry. Yin embarrassed me in front of the big dwarf men.
Hey, where you going?
Away from another whole drive. Clink, 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 clink. Give me all the goodies. I will say this game is just a loot hoarder's wet dream. This game has so much goddamn loot in it. I have never played a game that just drowns you in loot like this game does. Speaking of which, how are we doing on alchemy as far as like creating new goodies? Man, how am I still not have enough for that? Like a lot of these creatures I just haven't encountered yet. But owl ghouls and relievers I feel like I should have had by now. Unfortunately, we haven't met any trolls or succubi we don't like, which is annoying. Ooh! Nice! We just got enough for this. Yo! Oh, that's so good and tasty. Okay. Oh, if I could make hydragenum, then we could upgrade our necrophage oil. What am I missing? Oh, I don't have white gold. Damn it! Can I make some white gold? Nope. I don't have mandrake cordial, which I need to buy. Okay, whatever. We'll do that next time we're in town. There's a rumor that Seraphon are going to be summonable now. I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing, but they already do. What do you mean? You can already do that. You literally just play Seraphon are already summonable, my dude. You just play Starborn or whatever.
Yeah.
Coalesced are not summonable, which is why I prefer the Coalesced. Why would I? No. I do like the succubuses. That's the problem. I haven't been able to kill a succubus.
Come on now.
Because every time I try to kill them, they end up being like nice or whatever.
Not much left. Beast must have dragged the shredded body to the woods. Something really did tear him to pieces.
You got ripped in half. Damn.
Looks like blood, but
Yotam 9 cheered.
Red clay.
X100. The starfish are in White
Necker
Dwarf
warriors use
issue
this clay to mark their
225.
position in the pack.
Also, what
Creature
can you
leading
tell
the
us
Neckers
about
is
fire
sentient.
kobolds
Gotta
and other
be
lesser-known
capable of
types of
setting primitive
goblins?
traps at least.
So, Yotam, in answer to... Okay, so the Starfish Mount, I will have to look that up because I have literally never heard of that before. But I am certainly curious to look it up. So, issue 225.
Tracks lead into the woods.
As far as the lesser type known type of goblinoids, there's not a ton to them, despite the fact that they have, you know, like when you say kobold, a lot of people think like, oh, you know, like they think like D&D kobolds, right? Like, oh, like really cool or cute little lizard creatures. But in reality, what you're probably dealing with is, you know, they're basically fire goblins. Because the thing about greenskins is that greenskins tend to adapt very easily to their to different environments. They adapt very, very quickly. Much to everybody's nightmare. Oh, here it is. The Hagamen. Your average necker is cowardly and weak and only ever attack in groups. Even then, only when the group greatly outnumbers its opponent. At the time, there will appear among them an individual who towers over the rest in terms of strength, stamina, and cunning. Such neckers are usually called warriors, though that name is misleading. Warriors fight with honor face to face. These overgrown neckers act more like assassins. They strike by surprise from hiding in the back, or when their opponents exposes themselves when attacking. Luckily, like all other necker warriors, they are vulnerable to all signs, and their blows can be easily parried or countered. So we need Ogroid and Northern Wind Bomb. This guy is probably not going to be a super difficult opponent, but we should still play it safe. He's hiding down here in gas patches. Smart little booger, isn't he? Oh, great. Ow! Bring out the big one. Ooh. God, I hate this.
Seems the neckers have developed an immunity to the toxin. Now the protects their nest.
Oh my!
Clever.
Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll! Aren't these smart little shits? Could Geralt live in the Empire? Very easily, though he'd probably be more at home in Talea.
Finally, the main nest.
Oh. Oh my god, neckers are so annoying. Don't need that head. Come on out, big boy.
Guess I got company.
God, that sword looks so good, dude.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh, he summons ads. Next. Let him burn for a second. Oh my god, it's like fighting an actual goblin. Oh. All right, one more. Eat my thunderbolt! Ow. Come on out, big boy. Let's finish this. Yeah, you can burn. Okay. Why is the boiling sea so dangerous? Because it literally boils. Okay. Hold on, actually. Allow me to quote you something about the burning sea, the boiling sea. On the west coast of Nagaroth lies a region of islands and monster-infested waters known as the Boiling Sea. It was created many millennia ago, before the recorded history of the elves had begun. An immense earthquake ripped apart the coast bordering the far sea and toppled them into the seas, fashioning the patchwork of islands that now run along the length of the western coast. The earthquake also tore deep rents in the seabed, terrible wounds in the world's flesh that have never healed. Through these fissures, molten lava surges up from the world's core, heating the water and creating great bursts of explosive vapors. In parts, the sea literally boils, giving rise to the region's name. Of all the Dark Elves' warships, only the Black Arcs dare to enter this inhospitable and dangerous territory. They do so for one reason only: to capture the monstrous sea creatures that have become such an important part of their fleet. Although many parts of the Boiling Sea are deadly to all forms of life, there are others where the mineral-rich waters teem with all manner of savage predators. Many such beasts, such as the ferocious hell drakes and the vast sea dragons, have long served the Dark Elves as vessels of war, at least since the Nagarothi learned how to sorcerously fuse battle fortresses to the beasts' backs. With more and more of these creatures brought back from the Boiling Sea, the Dark Elf fleets have been dramatically transformed. Many Black Arcs are now accompanied by flotillas of these primeval terrors. There you go. Would Geralt be a witch hunter in Warhammer? Yeah, he'd probably be. He'd be something similar to a witch hunter. Geralt uses very rudimentary magic, so he'd probably be more like a Templar. So he'd probably be a very high up member of one of the religions and be able to use like priestly powers. But yeah. If he was native to the Empire, he would either be a Templar or a very specialized witch hunter. If he was native to anywhere else, he'd probably just be a bounty hunter with unusual abilities. Now, exorcists are a little different. Exorcists are wizards who have basically specialized in the hunting of bad wizards or evil wizards. So they specialize in hunting necromancers and chaos sorcerers. But exorcists are wizards who have adjusted their skill set in the pursuit of a particular type of prey. Their primary method of battle is magic. But like Geralt's use of magic has him much more on par with that of a priest. Like he uses magic that's a little weaker than what like a good warrior priest would be using. But like being able to conjure like a small blast of fire or a force wave or enhance his weapons a little bit or shield himself, That's basically on par for a priest. Would witch hunters hunt Geralt? Only if he was seen as like a genuine mutant, but his mutation is very stable, so I'm not exactly sure how they would handle that.
So will you help then?
Killed the beast that was troubling you.
Merciful Freya. Horson's finally dead. Now, tell us, was it a tough fight? Got any wounds need dressing?
No, I'll be all right.
Nothing new to the likes of you. Hard work, witcherin'. All right, your reward. This here's for you.
Thanks. So long.
Alright. Monster dead. Let's do a different kind of mission. Let's do... Let's do the family blade. We need to hunt down a thief. That is out in the middle of frickin' nowhere.
Oi, Witcher! Got an offer for you.
Okay.
What's this offer? Got a contract for me?
Might do, if you're willing to partner with me.
Usually work alone.
Could pay to make an exception this time. It's not every day you get a chance to work with the most renowned bounty hunter north of the Yaruga, Jenga Fred himself.
Jenga Fret. It's funny.
I'll bite. What's the famous Jenga Fret need a witcher for?
I'm guessing you're a man of the world. Perhaps you've come across the Grossbart brothers in your travels.
You hunting them?
Aye, quite the rogues they are. 3 of them, and everyone's got a pack of rapes and murders under his belt. Even took to grave robbing lately. Easy to recognize on account of the yellow caps they wear. Folks see 3 yellow tops, they flee to their huts. Which don't help much, of course, because they're also fond of arson.
No, haven't met him.
If you do, tread careful. They're quick to stick a knife in a man's gut, often just by way of greeting.
Doubt they'd try that with a witcher.
You never know with that lot. Right, well I head south soon. Haven't looked there yet. Fare you well.
14th century
Might
Mandalorians.
meet again
But he's not wearing a helmet. How can he be a Mandalorian if he's showing his face? It's like the one rule. All right, let's pick this notice board clean. Twink, 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 twink. Times were different. It was before the great. It was before the great masking. It was pre-COVID. They were different times. Once COVID happened, you know, we all got used to wearing masks, and then they were like, "Why do we wear this again?" After a while, and they had forgotten about the whole pandemic, so they were like, "Oh, it's a religious reason," and then, you know, it just kind of stuck. As you do. Who would have a better chance of defeating Nakari, Luther, or Wallach? As they are now, I think Luther Harkin would stand a better chance of winning, because Luther cannot be affected by magic. It just bounces off him. Hello, boys. Could I interest any of you in this hanged man venom that I possess? I hear it does wonderful things for one's complexion. Behold. Wait, sorry, that was fire. See, don't you feel better already? Darling, you look marvelous. Thief's journal. Brinold, fat as a seal for winter yar with a maw that reeks of cesspit, but your head brilliant. Making a mold of the key with a lump of clay. Damn clever. Can't believe I didn't think of it myself. I strolled right into the armory after dark. Coolio was lying there right where you said, in a case wrapped in oilcloth. What a blade. Fit your hand like a toothsome lass's tit. Point sharp as a needle. Hilts set with gems. Stared so hard I didn't hear that fool Olaf coming. He would have caught me had he not tripped and smacked his gob into the ground. Seems the gods are looking out for us. So now we've got to sell the blade and won't be easy. Not many got that kind of coin, and them who don't want to cross Crake. Luckily, my brother Yarden knows a merchant, fellow named Grimmy, who always finds willing buyers for secondhand goods. They're going to meet in the old fortress near Fiesdale. Maybe they'll make a deal with Lugos. He's got heaps of gold, not to interrupt the fear for a crate. Cheers, you old goat. Oh, that worked out well for you guys, didn't it? Track down the thieves at the old fort. Don't kick me, Roach. What mistakes, if any, did the old ones make? Oh, dude, the old ones made so many mistakes. The old ones were riddled with mistakes. The old ones were kind of a classic example of very, very powerful entities messing with forces they didn't properly understand, which was ultimately their undoing. Like, they were strong, but in their strength, they made some pretty critical errors about their understanding of the ether. And they were kind of in a situation where, like, the ship they were in was sinking, and their solution was to keep putting, like, to keep punching more and more holes in the ship in the hopes that, like, how do I explain it? The old ones made a very critical error of building an entire empire around a power source that they did not fully understand. And when they became aware of the fact that the very source of their power could become sentient and move against them, they tried to counter it by basically killing it instead of immediately ceasing its use and finding a way to, like, properly dispose of it. What the hell? Okay. Well, I got here a little late. Hybrids. You don't like that, do you? One thing that's a bit of a bummer is that the coup de grace does not work super well against sirens. Just a little buggy. I missed. I missed.